cryptocurrency. Last year, an estimated $20 billion in illicit crypto transactions funded every kind of dangerous criminal. North Korea has funded at least half its missile program, including nuclear weapons, using the proceeds of crypto crime. And Israeli officials have confirmed that Hamas received millions of dollars through crypto transactions, including, quote, large sums from Iran. Mr. Dimon, you've been CEO of JP Morgan for almost 2 decades. Can you explain why crypto is such an attractive financial tool for terrorists, drug traffickers, and rogue nations?
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case. Because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems built up over many years, know your customers, sanctions, OFAC, they can get bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Okay. Well,
going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told his members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we had Bitcoin and crypto get a pump like clockwork. We know they needed Bitcoin as collateral on the 5th. We definitely got that decent pump. Going into the weekend, guys, we know that we are the only game in town. So I definitely see altcoins getting a slight pump. I don't see Bitcoin doing much from here. And then starting next week, we start to pull back. Now we have Jerome Powell in the house next week. And we know they like the markets to look decent. But I definitely see cryptos and stocks start to pull back. But guys, the only thing you have to do is make sure you're focused on the actual indicators. We see yield rates have been plummeted down. Now we have Bitcoin futures open interest on CME nears 2021 all-time highs. Also, we have nearly 100 million Bitcoin shorts liquidated on centralized exchanges in 24 hours. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates which are down. And guys, if yield rates do stay this low, we know we can be able to maintain. If they start moving up, we know stocks and cryptos are going to pull back. And we have the dollar slightly down. Now we have the volume in crypto down. We have Tether, USDC, and TUSD. And we have the Euro stablecoin listed on Binance received a pump. And Binance is supposed to compensate the actual traders. And we know if you see a stablecoin pump like that, guys, it's all orchestrated manipulation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about the Fed repo at $834 billion. Now, we have Italy and South Korea central banks agree on CBDC cooperation. And guys, remember, if you have the IMF speaking about CBDCs and stablecoins, that means it's a global agenda. And when you listen to Elizabeth Warren attacking crypto, guys, it's all so they can bring in regulations so they can control crypto. Remember, they want crypto, but they don't want you to have any privacy. We know JP Morgan has purchased Bitcoin. We know JP Morgan has his own stable coin, blockchain. Remember, big banks and big corporations were funding crypto from the beginning. And guys, I'm going to bring you a second video, might even bring you 2 or 3 videos today. My mom was sick on Monday, and when you go into those hospitals, guys, you're sitting there all day, and I was so beat. That's the reason why I didn't bring you another video Monday and Tuesday, but I will bring you another video tonight. But we have the big banks speaking of the Basel requirements, because, guys, these capital requirements are going to kill the small and medium-sized banks. And we know that's all part of the plan for the 4th Industrial Revolution. They only want a few big banks standing, because with real-time settlement, it cuts out the fee-based system that we have right now, but it also requires you to have plenty of liquidity on hand. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale. It's in about $34.3 billion. And we have the SEC pushes deadline to decide on Grayscale spot Ethereum ETF. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Bitcoin Ordinals token top 1 billion market cap after 850% monthly gain. Now, we have Michael Jackson first ever studio demo to be released on blockchain. And remember, blockchain is going to change everything that we do. Now we have IEEE to issue blockchain skill certificates on Avalanche in India. And remember, guys, technology can be used for good or evil. And now if you have a job that wants to certify if you really have the skill, they can verify it on blockchain. And we know plenty of people who've lied about their credentials to get a job. Now we have Coinbase rolls out money transfer via links sent on WhatsApp, TikTok, and Instagram. And we know this is how they get the sheep to use the technology without the sheep studying the technology, so therefore they can benefit from it. Remember, they're going to dangle that carrot. The technology is going to be seamless, and then plus it's going to save you money. But little do the people know, eventually they'll be told what, when, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. Now we have IBM and Meta and others form an AI alliance to advance AI development. And I hope everybody is understanding this and seeing this. We see all the corporations coming together as one. And that's why they're using the Marvel phrases, the Magnificent Seven. They were never competing. It was all an illusion. They were all working towards the NWO's goal. And we know by the time the sheep wake up, the machines would have taken over. But lastly, guys, we have IBM introduces new cold storage for crypto assets and teams up with Ripple Metaco. And guys, we know if you're providing custody, you are a bank. And we're seeing the small and medium-sized banks disappear. And we're starting to see these small crypto projects becoming the new banks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the fourth industrial revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.